Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Uh-oh. I'm
Hey.
getting background noise. Sorry. I forgot to mute the other one. Oh, okay. So, yes, and my dash got on the side. All right. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you back. It's awesome to see how many people are already watching. Yay! So today we have our very special Jhin presenting on Gemini CLI extensions and Flutter and using an AI first workflow for Flutter devs. This is very exciting. And want to introduce ourselves. I'm Steph, and I am one of the leaders on the team. And I am also one of the co-managers of the Flutteristas, which is a global organization for women and non-binary with an interest in Flutter. So I have another Flutterista with me, Ezra. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, hello. I'm Ezra, and as you can see, I am also based in Berlin. I am helping to co-organize Flutteristas, Flutter Meetup Berlin, and as of this week, also part of Google Developer Group's Cloud Berlin as well. So I will be supporting upcoming DevFests and so on. I'm pretty excited for the stream, and I would like to pass the word to Jhin.
Yeah, so my name is Jhin. I am Flutter GDE, organizing also the GDG and Flutter Montreal in Canada. And today I'm going to talk about Gemini CLI. And actually I gave a demo of the Gemini CLI, but actually I failed. Demo what didn't help me, but hope today is fine. Let's see.
Life. Yeah.
But I mean, it was actually great. It was actually great because it triggered a lot of discussion during the session that makes the session more interesting. So I'm expecting more questions today if the demo didn't come.
Yeah, it's really great when stuff doesn't go right because then you've got this learning opportunity. I was at a STEM for girls, young grade schoolers yesterday, and somebody asked what one of my advices would be. And I said, things will go wrong. You will fail, but that's okay. You just learn from that, and then you try again, and you just keep going. So yes, glad to hear that you kept going, and we'll do the same today. Randall.
I'm Randall Schwartz, back again. I am a Dart and Flutter Google developer expert like Jhin here. And
sorry.
Whoa!
I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
I was expecting to see my face. Something else showed up. All right. So, and by being a Dart and Flutter expert, what it means is that I spend a lot of time answering questions online for everybody on Stack Overflow, Amazon, Stack Overflow, Discord, other places like that, Reddit, that kind of thing. For this show, I'm also wrangling the questions. I am watching for Q: in front of your question, which will flag to me that we should make sure that the entire panel gets to see those questions. And I'm physically about 3 miles away from Steph, waving in her general direction right now. So not very far away. Although we never get together here in town. We'll just meet online.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that we've been doing Flutter stuff for years, and we live in the same town, and well, it was really bad when you lived less than a mile from me. That was there was no but it was also around near close to COVID and things like that. So okay, awesome. And clearly I'm having some issues with my trackball. Okay, Randall, take it away.
Oh yeah, so there we go. So the short version of this is be nice, be respectful, be kind to each other. You're not talking to bots on the other end of the channel. You're talking to actual humans, most of them anyway. There's a few we're a little not sure about. Don't post anything that's adult or rude or offensive. Do not advertise or promote anything. If you try to post a URL for your thing, too bad. We won't see it anyway. Nobody gets to see it anyway for that. If you want to promote something, get on the show. Come get your face here right on the screen. Be alongside us and do what you want to do. Don't spam. Don't post the same thing again and again and again. It's just boring. I have to end up deleting some of those. It's no fun for that. Harassment of any kind not tolerated. We do have ban hammers, and we are able to use them when needed. But do have a good time. We have a good time sharing what we know. That's why we come back week after week doing this stuff. So hopefully you will have a good time too, receiving the information and sharing with us the things you've discovered as well. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you. And so, as Randall said, you can't share a URL or anything unless you're one of us. So if you need to share something, you need to go to GitHub or log into GitHub, then go to gist.new, enter your description and title, the file name, put your code in, either type it or paste it, and make sure you change it to public and create a gist. And then what you want to do is you want to share the last bit of it, not the whole URL, just the code at the end. Make sure you let us know, here's the gist code, and then that way we can pull it up. And what resources do we have? We have several that we have in process, or we have up, and we've got some that we've got in process. We have our website at ai.fluttercommunity.dev. And there's a section for starters if you're brand new to using AI with your development. If you've been using it, there's a builder section. There's a link to our YouTube playlist and a link to our GitHub. But most importantly, what we're doing is we're trying to centralize conversations for the Flutter community so you don't have to go out and look at a whole bunch of different places. So click on the forum. Join us on the forum, and there's an AI section category, and you can go in and post questions and have a conversation, and then everything is all centrally located. How do you contribute to the FCAIC? We have surveys. If you haven't filled them out, please do. The top one is the top QR code is for the community. That's basically everybody. And the bottom one is for contributors. So if you're someone who's creating content and interested in being featured and joining us here on our live stream, please do that. And if you have any suggested content for our website, you can also share that in the forum and tag us and do things like that. And we are back to there. So let me take this from the screen. And stop sharing. And now I'm going to bring Jhin. I'm going to drop off the screen, and the others can stay. I'm still here. I'm still listening. I just have something I have to take care of, so I need to be off the screen. So go for it, Jhin.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so Ezra and Render, if you want to stay on the screen, I don't mind. I think it's big enough to share my content. So yeah. All right. And I really want to do the conversation, not only just demo, because demo sometimes not gonna work. So it'll be even fun if we can do more conversation, right? All right. So I think I can skip my introduction because we already did it. So my name is just Jhin, and yeah. Today, I'm going to just show you the Gemini CLI, and actually not CLI, it's Gemini CLI extensions, because I found it is quite useful to use it. So yeah, I'm going to just show you first this website. So GeminiCLI.com. So Google created website, and they added a menu called extension. And they also had the bunch of nice documentation explaining about what is that, and extension Gemini CLI general and the extensions itself. So this is basically extension directory. So when you want to add some kind of extension to your Gemini CLI tool, you can come here, find your favorite tool. So my favorite one is always Contact 7 as others. And the other one is the Flutter. Obviously, we are Flutter dev. So Flutter extension include the Dart MCP tool, embedded with some predefined prompt, so / command. And the other one, my favorite is Firebase extension. So if you want to integrate Firebase in your Flutter app, you can use Firebase extension, and it already know how to do it. And also it has Firebase MCP together, so it will initialize it or initialize your code bases, and everything will be automatically done. So if you want to install it, so here the small the copy icon. So I just do it and go to, okay, I'm going to hit Gemini and just copy paste in your console. I assume that you already have Gemini CLI. Render already did the multiple demo. So yeah, then you're going to have the Gemini. I already have it installed, so I'm going to run it. But the Gemini extension list, after you install it, then you will see those. So I even have Nano Banana extension. Actually, I'm going to remove it. It's actually useful, but seems like it's interfering when I implement Nano Banana feature in my app. So yeah. But what happened is that's when I prompt, like I want to implement image generation feature using Nano Banana in my Flutter app. When I prompt something like that, then actually just use Nano Banana extension to generate image. So
oh no.
yeah, so it's some kind of interfering. Sometimes it's working, sometimes not. AI is not deterministic, so we cannot.
I don't want the cake now. I want the recipe for the cake.
Exactly. So sometimes you want to uninstall unnecessary MCP or some kind of extension that is still necessary. But yeah, so I have Contact 7, Firebase, and Flutter installed. That's the main extension that I want to play today. So yeah, yes.
Jhin, I just want to point out that you can enable and disable installed Gemini CLI extensions so much easier than even temporarily commenting out MCPs you may have configured in. So it's a whole different level of use. So ran into that earlier yesterday.
Do you already know how to disable it? Because I don't see the option. Probably I need to go to the configuration and then disable it. But I don't see that option.
You can't do it from within. You have to say Gemini list and Gemini help outside the
extension.
Gemini extensions help. Yeah, they'll tell you how to do this. There's
actually you're right. So we can also put the
which
scope.
Is really
so
good.
It's going to be this project or global.
Yeah. So this is actually nicer than MCP configuration. So it's nice. Yeah, you can just disable the ones you don't like.
Scope. Okay, disable Nano Banana, something like that. Let's see.
Should be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See.
So then,
bingo.
Yeah, I learned something.
You learned something. Yay!
So I like the conversation like this. Yeah. Yes. So Nano Banana, I see that there's X mark. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's disabled. Cool. All right, let's get back to Gemini now. So in Gemini, so this application, I actually vibe coded. I mean, really simple vibe code. I just asked Gemini CLI that I want to have simple to-do application. That was only prompt that I gave. I don't even have Gemini MD file. So it really, you don't expect the code quality is great because there's no rule, nothing, right? So, but I mean, this is just good. I mean, just for the demo, simple app, nothing special. And I just want to start from something. So let me open up this. So this to-do app, you type to-do, whatever, and then enter. Then it just add the to-do item. Really simple application. And what I want to do here is I want to add Nano Banana integration in this to-do app. So when you add new task, I want to generate image using Nano Banana and put it as thumbnail of this task. That's what I want to do. Really simple thing.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, for doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to integrate Firebase because using Nano Banana, I need to integrate Firebase AI Logic, which is the most straightforward way, in my opinion. So I'm using Firebase extension here. So Firebase has the slash command, Firebase init. So I'm going to just do init using the Firebase extension. Then it will just try to fetch some information. Let's see what it. Okay, so it's asking me if I just want to use backend service or Firebase AI Logic. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but for now I only need AI Logic. So backend service, meaning that if you want to use database or authentication or full Firebase the product line. So I'm gonna just say AI Logic. And I'm not gonna enable YOLO mode yet, but later. So here, okay, it's trying to check if I have proper Flutter Fire version, which is another CLI tool for make it easier to integrate Flutter with Firebase. So yes, allow it. And no, I don't want to enable iOS. So without iOS. Because sometimes enabling iOS make it more complicated. So yeah, so now I don't have platform iOS, so web and Android. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with it. So let's see, with the configure, yes, and then it's using, it already found my AI to do Flutter, the Firebase project that I already created. But if it doesn't find the project, it actually even proposed to create one. So it will create new project and then do it. But so now I already have the Firebase project, so it fetched all the information and then trying to the instrument in our Flutter application. So yes.
That's actually pretty nice. I was wondering how will it do when there is like other projects, because it started with initialization. That's already super good.
Yeah, so you can even explicitly say that I want to integrate with this Firebase project. I already have it. So let's see. Yeah, now it's asking what kind of feature I want to implement. Okay, so I just want to have I want to use Nano Banana. So with this, like the extension, thanks to the predefined rules, predefined slash command, that makes it, I can make it more conversation way of doing stuff. So here it says, okay, so Nano Banana require actually the paid plan in Firebase AI Logic. So it's asking me if I want to use Blaze plan, which means the pay on the go plan. So yes, actually this project, I already have Blaze, but if you don't, then you open it up. I'm gonna open it here. And then you just click the button. So it even gives you the exact page, what button you need to click. You click the button, and then it will also ask you what the, let me open it, which billing account you're gonna use it. So I don't know if you go different dev fast nowadays or build with AI the event, then Google is giving away a lot of the credit. They are mostly $5 only credit, but actually I'm using those billing account. I just link with my new Firebase project so that I can use it for free. And yeah, so I already have it. And let's see. Yes, now it's actually doing the instrumentation in our Flutter application in Dart code. So yes, let's go with it. Oh, actually, we already have the Firebase option. So it already created some stuff. Yeah, we already have the configuration. It already did it. Yeah. So you see, it's using Firebase MCP here. to where was it? Yeah, Firebase MCP to initialize it. So I think it's enabling the AI logic and so on. And now it's updating my main Dart, meaning that it started to implement something. So okay, so in main is initializing with so for doing this, so it's initializing the Firebase app, and no business logic change yet. So let's see after that what it's gonna do.
Actually, it just did, for example, we see those initialization, the direct changes directly in the documentation in Firebase AI Logic. It says like, add this one to your project, add this one to your project. It's actually directly followed the documentation too. Pretty makes it easier for the developers.
Yeah, I think I think this is the one, right? So it's reading the documentation using the Firebase MCP server, so it exactly know how to instrument Flutter app with Firebase. Okay, or validation passed. Actually, I don't have test though. And let's see. So I don't. Okay, so there's some compile errors. Okay, so I'm gonna just ask. Can you do lint? Thanks to the Flutter have the analyzer. So it's using MCP server, Dart MCP server to analyze file. So it's using actually Dart analyze command inside of the MCP. So yeah, it will try to fix stuff. Even also the pub is using the Dart MCP server, using the pub dev. Yeah, execution and server pub from the sub this using the Dart. Yes.
Been doing some intense coding. I've been doing some intense coding over the last few weeks, and one of the things I noticed is that it interprets a message like preferred double quotes instead of single quotes, and it tries to edit that itself, and will make a mistake about half the time, depending on sort of how much is in the content stuff. So I've told it, just say Dart fix. just use Dart fix instead, and it will do that.
Yeah. Sometimes you really need to make sure that what you want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Here, I don't know why it's actually doing Flutterify again, but yeah. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna just enable YOLO mode just to make it faster and easier. But I mean, I don't use YOLO mode a lot in general. But when I'm doing some toy project, when I'm doing some quick walk, I already know. Then
it can sometimes be the analogy. It can sometimes be the analogy of putting a brick on your accelerator pedal on a windy road.
Yeah. No, so I mean, at least what I like about the Gemini CLI is I can easily enable and disable the YOLO mode. Right. Because other CLI tool is when you start the CLI tool, you have to enable it. So if I want to disable it later, you have to quit and then come back. So that's something I like about Gemini CLI.
The other thing Gemini CLI also has is what do they call those? Snapshots? I've enabled it, but I haven't used it yet. But apparently you can roll back to any previous command once you've enabled that. It does sort of a shadow git behind the scenes to be able to
I think you're talking about the chat history, maybe? So that the... not even?
Like snapshots or something. Let's see.
Snapshot. I don't see that.
I'll look it up. Yeah, but I'll go find it.
Yeah, but I remember that I saw something about that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Except I've never used it yet because obviously I don't even know the name of it. Points. That's it. Checkpointing.
Checkpointing. There's no slash comment, maybe. Oh, this I don't like. Yeah.
It has to be enabled in the config file.
Okay. I think it's toggle actually. So no, that's not what I want to use. It's using it's not using the Firebase AI. You see, this is a demo god is not really helping me when I try like that. No, I want to use Firebase AI Logic.
Wondering where it got confused. Just in previous steps, we probably oversaw something.
Normally what happens is that it tries to implement with one package, and then if it keeps failing in the loop, then it tries to use another package. And I think that's what happens. So because it's trying to fix the bug, and then it keeps failing of doing that. Yeah. That's the thing. So when you use AI, and then when you use especially YOLO mode, you really need to know what's going on.
And whatever it takes, it just goes there.
Exactly. So I have still two issues. What is this issue here? Firebase AI, I think it's not correct actually. Maybe Firebase Concert, how to use Flutter, how to use AI Logic in Flutter app. Actually, I haven't tried this feature, the Concert feature, but I'm just wondering, maybe this will help. So on device cloud, okay. It seems like you keep failing to instrument Firebase AI Logic. Can you?
You didn't say
this?
please enough. Add some pleases. Please, can you fix this?
Please. Okay.
Back to the prompting.
We'll give you some
it is in auto mode, right?
Sorry?
It's in auto mode, right? We are like not sure whether it's using Flash or Pro right now.
Oh,
yeah, it's using auto mode. Yeah, I think it's using Flash, Pro, and Lite. All three models.
Yep.
I think it's pretty great for optimizing what you use, but I mostly prefer planning with Pro, or like being sure that I use the most advanced one in the most context requirement needed task.
You can change that with Slash model. Yeah, you can change that with Slash model. It'll allow you to go to a different mode if you want. Hit return and pops up the box.
It's not giving me model.
No, just say model and return.
Just like that.
Cloud functions for Firebase.
Oh, it's not working. Weird. Oh, because you're still working on something. You're still running.
Yeah, because slash command cannot be in the memory, so it has to be run when I really have full control. Oh, this is something the new feature in Gemini CLI. So you see that the shell command happen, then I do Control F, and I can, seems like small screen is not really great. Actually, I don't know. I just typed enter. Oh, okay, so anyway, I think it's struggling, actually. I'm gonna just do Control C. And let's do this. Model, then Pro.
Yeah, as well.
And then continue. It's doing that again. Okay. No. Okay, so it's actually completely struggling. Okay, so I'm gonna clear. And what are we using now? So we are using Firebase AI. Okay, so fixed the comparison. It's totally failing. I think the syntax is Firebase capital AI that initialize or something like that, but it doesn't even know how to even use it.
where it got that data. It's not it's not the latest.
Yeah, I think it's really hallucinating for this part, I think. Maybe now we
you
stick
having
with
super
Pro.
clean setup, because you also had the rules and a lot of things before, so this level of prompting was enough and guiding.
I think you should get your entire code base into index. I think it's part of the problem. It needs to be in context.
Yeah, in this project, there's nothing. There's no rules. There's nothing. So actually, all the rules and then pre-defined prompt was from all the extensions, not from my project.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's now actually using
preload all your Dart. Yeah, you should preload all your Dart code though by doing my usual good, bad, and ugly preview.
I think it's now fixing it actually. Probably the model was correct. Model was actually good call. Maybe because now we are using Gemini 2.5 Pro, so
yes,
I think it's doing much better job.
No more amateurs. It's all pro now.
Actually, when I'm doing the demo, I quite often reach the daily quota. I thought that's quite generous, but eventually, it's reachable.
Cool.
Daily quota is like the 1,500 requests, something like that, 1,200 or something like that. But yeah, probably because of Gemini CLI, it's requesting a lot of the stuff, so it's easily used all the quota.
Let's see what will happen today.
I only have duplication issue now, so remove cluster. So this is a thing. When we use only Pro, then sometimes it takes too much time because when there's a lot of context going to the Pro, it's struggle. But I mean, it's okay. Actually, yeah, we already know this issue. So I don't mind just fix like that. And I clean the context quite often. So let's see. It didn't implement anything yet, right? So but there's something. Image chat screen. Why chat? It really did something wrong. Okay.
You can check with your to-do.
I'm curious what you have now. Okay, so it's not because we did the Firebase the instrument. We completely restart the app.
Chat with your to-do items.
There was one thing I was keep making mistake. So I was keep prompting that this feature is not working. You just implemented it's not working. How to fix it and fix it. And eventually I had to restart my app completely because the Firebase initialization is changed. So I had to do this, but I was keep forgetting about it. I think okay, so there's new button there. It goes to
then
chat.
What happened?
Is it actually working? No, it doesn't work.
Maybe you have something in the bug console.
There was something. Okay.
Maybe a pizza was coming.
Right. Let's see. In the why I don't see the debug terminal? Debug
it's
console
super.
Here. No, I don't. No response. Okay, so I think it's not actually working. So that's good. So
okay, it had no response there.
Let's try one thing. So here we have the button there, right? But I wanted to, Gemini know about this button. So what I'm gonna do in VS Code, there's if you type DTD, just copy DTD URL, meaning that it's it's the Gemini debug inspector the URL that is actually shown normally. Okay, I don't see that there. But I mean, if you give this to here is the DTD, then the Flutter MCP will integrate the widget inspector with it. So you see it connect to Dart tooling daemon, which is DTD. And no, you don't need to do that, but yeah. I didn't even ask to continue, but it is doing the adding image picker. Okay, but anyway, it connected, so I'm gonna just cancel. It's fine. So what I'm gonna do here, here I'm gonna enable the selector, so widget selector, and I'm going to click this. Then it's selected in the inspector, right? So I get a widget in if I do this, it used the Dart MCP server to find which selected widget it is. And you see, it's removing it, right? Yay. So this way, you can give exact context to your AI agent, to the Gemini CLI, technically. So yeah, now it's gonna go on. So if I just reload, then yeah, this is gone, right? Nice. So I found that it's quite useful. So sometimes you want to know which screen, which widget you want to modify, then just select it and then ask to the AI to do the job. Maybe you want to change the color of some specific button that in specific the screen, then you don't need to explain which screen and so on. I just selected this widget in inspector, just do it, right? So I don't need to continue, I just cancel. And I'm gonna clear. Okay, so I'd like to implement an image generation feature using Nano Banana. And so when user add a task, I want to generate a image and use it as some nail.
Want to answer a question while that's going on? We got a couple relevant questions.
Yeah, we can cover some questions in the meantime.
Okay. Yeah, just trying to keep it so we're not like going nowhere here. Shrivam Loco. Boy, I can't pronounce that exactly. Happens to us. Sometimes Gemini CLI keeps going on loop and changing files and even not mentioned in the prompt. Wow. Any fix? Ew. Report bugs, please.
Yeah, I don't think I can answer this issue. This question. But but I noticed that sometimes that is actually annoying that when it goes to the infinite loop. But yeah, I haven't seen this issue specifically. There's a loop, but it doesn't change any file. No, I haven't seen this. Sometimes it's just the stock that happened, but I didn't see this issue.
Actually, I had this one just yesterday. And for me, I directly specified the bot I'm talking to, like saying the file changes you did is not applied. It tried again, it didn't work. Then I just relaunched my code editor, then it worked. And sometimes I did also notice that there were like some analyze issues that are like not getting solved forever. I also again like relaunch my code editor. Maybe there is something about that. That could be also like somehow is either it's caching or something is happening. It's just like the command S that saving functionality didn't work.
Yeah. So what I do is sometimes I just cancel it, just put escape and then try again. That sometimes fixes. Sometimes I just need to restart it, like Ezra said. And yeah.
If I restart it, I'm getting more accustomed to doing the second time a little differently. I'll ask it to explain what its changes are going to be. And I find that getting that into sort of a prompt expanded into a long prompt guides the work a lot better. Explain your steps before doing anything, and then let me approve.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I mean, I have a little different, the experience is that when there's a lot of context, then AI start to struggle all the time. So, I mean, instead of giving same context again and again, I clean up the context and then give the proper context again. That sometimes that works too. So, yeah, even the documentation MD files, I don't give all the time. Sometimes I give, sometimes I don't. Yeah.
Did I hear you say that AI makes mistakes?
Yes, AI makes mistakes a lot, like crazy.
Yeah, I know. There's just a lot of people out there that think it's the be all and all.
We should never trust AI, actually. So we
should always review the code or whatever it's going to have you do. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm not really using YOLO mode at my actual work. I use AI a lot. YOLO mode is not something I always use. No. Yeah. So you see, actually, the feature is implemented. So when I add the edit test, then it added the. I don't know why it's test though. Let's try again. So is it pizza? No. I think it's a random image, actually.
It's just a random image.
I think it's because of the prompt. Probably it's just an image.
Probably.
You're burning credits to make a random picture. Nice.
Image.
That's a great use of data center electrons.
You see, it's using right the. You see this. That's why. That makes sense. Okay.
Banana.
So I'm gonna close it. So this is always, AI demo is wonderful. Sometimes working, sometimes not. So let's use Nano Banana to generate the image. Yeah. My demo 2 days ago at the Dev Fest was even worse, actually. It's not even the AI issue. Actually, I wasn't able to log into Google somehow. So I couldn't even use Gemini in a new environment. So I had to use the already set up Gemini the environment. That way I was able to do some demo still. But that session meant to be actually workshop. So everyone's supposed to do their own Gemini CLI the stuff.
Quick question.
No one was able to start.
Sorry, I just interrupted.
Yes.
But I think we may maybe find it if we check it in the video. But I think we might cause model to not be able to do this because we saw 2.5 flash image before and we said it's using flash and then we discarded that one, but flash image is the name there. Or do you remember?
Oh, this is not correct though. But anyway, yeah. But I mean, you mean the demo with render? That's what you meant?
No, here is happened. I will just check the timestamp. We can keep going, but I think we saw the model name and we discarded that change, and it was 2.5 flash image. And if you discard 2.5 flash image, it cannot implement Nano Banana without the model name. So this might block the model itself. I will have a look at this.
Okay. Here, actually, it has to be this though. We don't need preview anymore.
It thinks you want it.
Oh my gosh, you can't hear me cracking up. I was muted. I love how you get rid of preview and it keeps coming back.
I think it's actually this is a Copilot. It's actually Copilot.
Oh.
So when I just escape, it's gone.
Okay.
So it's autocomplete of the Copilot.
Again, AI thinks it knows what you want.
Yeah. And then I didn't even save it yet because the still Gemini CLI is still running, so I didn't want to touch it yet.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Oh, you see, it just switched it to Gemini 2.5 Flash image preview now. It was Nano Banana. Okay. This issue I saw multiple times. It's the part, and then it cannot access like that. So what? Now it's removing this. All right. So sounds like the demo god is really not helping me again.
It's because you're live.
Did you remember to face? Did you remember to face Mountain View this morning? And bow down.
I think it's still using random, right? It doesn't look like the. Yeah, it didn't do it. Okay, so I'm gonna kill it. Fix the link. I think once this one is fixed, probably it's gonna work because it didn't actually reload. It was the previous version. It's using Dart format. And I want you to fix, okay, not format, fix the compile issue. I always need to fight with AI agent. No, don't do it. Fix the Flutter compile issue.
So while this is running, Randall, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you use the Gemini CLI more now, or do you still use root code?
I'm hardly ever invoking root code right now. It's Gemini CLI because it has better Google grounding built in.
Mm-hmm.
So I know in Gemini CLI, if I'm asking it things that it doesn't have like immediate sense of, it will go out and do Google searches and incorporate those without me having to worry too much about it. But Roo, that's like a whole separate special thing you'd have to set up, make that work. And yeah, I just haven't been tracking it. Also, I've been finding that having my specific list of MCPs and now the Gemini CLI extensions, there's not an equivalent of that in Roo for the extensions. And I think the extensions as a curated group of installable components is probably superior to only being able to have a curated list of MCPs, because an extension can install new file names to read in every project. Like the Flutter one installs flutter.md as always looking for that in any project that you go to. Whereas the stuff in Roo is just MCPs. It doesn't have that capability. It's at a lower level.
Got it. So we had a comment that I want to share.
Sure.
Calhoun says, is it in Halloween mode and you haven't given it a treat, then you get tricks. Love it. And then we have Forgive God saying, Gemini is junior dev dealing with their company changes, all its SDKs for an unknowable reason.
Yeah.
That is part of the problem here, is that the Gemini APIs have been so rapidly moving upward and sideways that there's a lot of weird code now that's gone into training these things, and now they have to be unlearned again.
But I mean, that's why actually the extension's supposed to help all this actually, because it's supposed to provide all the context so that it should know it.
Meantime, what I noticed it by using Cursor. Sometimes the agent I am using kind of gets unaware of the tool that it is currently has the capabilities or aware of. Like sometimes it just gets the Firebase whatever package, but I know that there is a higher version than that, and I know that I have the MCP for it. But when I mention like, can you please use Dart MCP and check from PubDev and get the latest version, like reminding that you have this capability, then it actually adjusts. So maybe you would like to try that one if it happens. I mean, currently tool is capable of doing it, but somehow with some reason it's just getting rid of it. I also had an issue today that from planning mode I got it to like agent mode, but it's still remembering itself like it was in planning mode. That was like pretty much a bug, even though I changed it.
Yeah.
It
That
might
also
happen.
happen with the model upgrade as well, because sometimes the model is not really finding well which tool to call, or I mean, even if it's upgrade model, it actually performance could go even lower.
I have an important question.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have a hard stop in 8 minutes? Okay, just wanted to check.
Yeah, no problem. I have time until 15.
Okay.
15, so.
I just want to make sure because I know you have meetings, so
yeah,
got to be respectful of the day job.
Yeah. So before I mean, probably I'm not gonna make it today, but what I want to show you, what I want to tell you is that when it was actually working fine. I mean, like I say, AI is not something you can expect it always do the best job, but when it was working fine. So let's say you just use the Firebase extension, and if you just use it to, I mean, the integrate it even integrate everything. So it was really straightforward. So just give few prompt, just you from the beginning to end of the application, which had not a banana image generation. It was actually really straightforward. But sometimes the problem is that when AI started to struggle, then it's really hard to make it back. So sometimes that's why I think the snapshot is important. So you need to go back to exact point, and then you need to redo stuff. Sometimes that is the wise way of using AI, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so you see here the Gemini CLI is keep using Google search because it cannot fix something. I think it's keep even breaking the code. So it's kind of in the infinite loop of keep breaking the code, try to fix it, and then it fail. Eventually, it may also remove Firebase AI Logic if I just kept it running, or it may fix it. We'll never know actually. But so yeah, always make a commit so that you can go whenever you can go back. I think that's a really important part. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I think
we have a couple of quick questions from Mono.js here. If you want to take those, can you please list MCP? I'm not using ManoB, but I'm using the same steps as you, but it failed to connect in Firebase MCP server. Just curious if it worked. That's a little fuzzy. I'm not quite getting the whole question.
I mean, Firebase MCP. So if you installed Firebase MCP, Firebase extension in Gemini CLI, I mean, that's exactly what I did. And Nano Banana is just model. It's AI, right? So yeah, you don't need anything. I mean, just install Firebase extension in Gemini CLI, which will install Firebase MCP server in Gemini CLI automatically. After that, yeah. I mean, in ideal world, if you just do /Firebase init, then it will automatically initialize it. And then if you say I want to integrate Firebase store, it will automatically integrate it. Or AI Logic is one of them, same thing.
Also, do you recommend changing the code generated by CLI or modify the code only through prompting? What are the pitfalls? I've got a few opinions on this. I'll go first, and then I'll let Jhin take it back. So one of the things you have to be careful of is whenever you edit a file, you should let the LLM know that it needs to be reread, because otherwise it will use its cached version and try to apply stuff to the cached versions. I've seen it do that before. So make sure you let it know I've updated this for you or something, so that it gets the idea that that's a new file, or include it in an at context value to make sure it rereads that file the next time before it continues. That's my thought on it. What about you, Jhin?
I have the same opinion. I mean, what I do is mostly is that when I mean, AI needs to know. So what you can do is ask AI to reread the code file or clear the context. Then the AI will forget about what he did, and then it will start from scratch again, right? So it depends on the strategy, right? So, but I quite often actually modify myself in the code, and then let AI read the code file again if I need to keep the context.
I sometimes just say lazily, "How would you fix this?" And then, "How would you fix this? Show me the diff." And then I go, "Yeah, that's about right. Go ahead."
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe you can also ask line number. You need to have this code exactly.
Oh, if you have to generate code, it puts numbers in front of the file, so you can't just take that file and drop it in. I have a separate window open that I had a regex that would strip all the line numbers off, so I could just paste it in there, do the substitution, and then finally paste it into my file. It was pretty stupid. Oh well. I even told it, do it without the line numbers. And I said, okay, here it is without the line numbers. Line numbers right there again. It only has one tool. Yep. All right.
So still my Gemini CLI is working on stuff. But I think it just removed it added code, but image data will be no. Oh, it's generating it.
Oh, you got a spinner.
Is it happening?
You already had before.
It did something. I am curious now. In a small screen, it's really hard to see. Add, so reading the text, it generates content. And the model is what? Model is actually Gemini Flash. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so I think it's just putting NOR here. So probably that's why. I mean, I see some progress there.
Nice.
It might
so
be
if I
couldn't handle parsing. We saw that error quite a lot. And then if it couldn't do, then it passed null to pass it, I guess.
Yeah. So I think it's trying to debug, actually. It's printing out the response now. Yeah. Okay. So if I do it again. Takes. Okay, so it already got the error. So I'm gonna. No, I should have the canceled only the one. Continue. Yeah, that's something annoying as well. So it will open up the application in a browser. So I have to close it there instead of typing escape, because if I do escape, it will stop everything, right? So do this, and then probably it will catch the log. I guess I gave enough time. Then I need to close it. But there was no log, actually. Now, okay. No. Okay. It's still debugging purpose, I think. So they are. It's just printing out all the response now. What I can do probably is printing out in the console log, so I can see console log and do test. It prints, but just like that. Yeah, this is something annoying part. So I want to use the DTD so that it can actually read the log from the runtime, but I cannot do that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to cancel it, and I'm going to start from my VS Code. Then I can give the DTD, and I can ask Gemini to read runtime logs. So I need to do copy DTD, connect to this. To demo. No. Okay, I think it's really struggle now. Yeah. I don't expect this to be done today, so I can
We'll have a
stop
part
it.
2.
We can do a part 2, but if, like I say, it's not guaranteed. So what I can do, at least, is I'm gonna just stop at this point, but I'm gonna just clean up everything. I have another branch that actually I just made it before this session. Okay, I'm gonna even clean up. So I already had project that I finished it from the main. So this is all AI generate code when it was like going straight forward. When I just do the Firebase init, it just integrated everything. So this is the code it has to be. So you see, just model is that, give the image of the prompt text, which is the, I think it's the title, to the text title. And that was it. So I'm gonna stop and then restart.
Speaking of part 2, we will be having a part 3 of Randall's, what he was working on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out for it, folks.
So let's say.
I haven't yet proven the new interfaces work yet, but I'm going to give it a try between now and then.
So, okay, so it's actually done. So it creates a task with the image. When I click it, then even it show the image. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, doing this was really straightforward when I try myself, not on live. So yeah, so what I recommend is actually you can try yourself. Just install the Gemini CLI extensions, and then you will try different things. Sometimes it's not. I mean, sometimes you struggle for sure. Sometimes it's really straightforward. It just do it like just done. So. Yeah, that's my recommendation. And yeah, I think the most struggle with the AI agent is not right for this live stream today, I think. But yeah, if it worked as expected, then it should have to be this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have another trial, and then I did even more complex application, complex to the app. So I added like sub to do, and also added some kind of batch to do. So let's say when I use the batch feature, then bake pizza, meaning that you have to go to grocery, you have to buy this, and it created subtask, everything. with the old image generation, that was actually straightforward to make the app when it was working fine with Gemini CLI. Yeah. Yeah. And there was any more question we want to answer?
There was a couple sort of unrelated questions that I sort of held off on because it wasn't related to what you were saying right there. But Ezra, you had a question, right?
Yeah, this one was about like a starter, or we can also carry it to next stream, because I started to see a lot more of these in X timeline and overall. And I'm wondering, do you use any integrations that automatically link a defined ticket? Like, we define tasks in Jira or GitHub or wherever, and then to directly a pull request opened, ready for your review version of, like, any integration do you use right now?
You mean the background AI agent, basically. So
Background
Copilot
AI agent,
also,
Jules.
Copilot has that feature. Cursor has that feature. Jules is one of them, and I think Cloud Code, they also have that now. So but I personally haven't really used. I tested a few times with the Jules, but not other tools.
It was kind of asking directly, like on stream, whether we have some. But let's see, maybe we can think about this. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then one other one that was sort of unrelated to what we were doing, which is how do I get Gemini to play a role in identifying an image or video along with location, give accurate, detailed. Well, you do it by following the instructions, right? You got to get your video, upload it, ask it the right prompt. That's how all this is done.
Yeah, good thing with the Gemini is multimodal. So actually you can give image, video, even audio all together, and then you can output into audio, image, video. So
and even with Gemini 2.0, I was able to upload a long video piece, and it was a podcast, and it had some boilerplate at the beginning and the end, and it had a sponsor in the middle. And I asked it, give me start and end times of any boilerplate and any sponsor messages, and it gave them precisely what I wanted to know, and even summarized what it would tell me I was missing if I missed those sections. So this is part of a project that I was working on for a while, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool that it can tell boilerplate. It can kind of look at it and go, that's just intro stuff. Like for our first 4 minutes of today's show, it would have just been gone. So that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's there's definitely some technology there that can be leveraged. So yay.
Yeah,
right.
I think the good way is ask the same question to the AI actually, because to ask to Gemini will give you all the instruction and so on. I quite often use Gemini, the Gemini.google.com. I go there and then ask those kind of questions. It actually search in the internet and then give me quite nice information.
I was about to say that one. Research mode with all of the other people's examples.
Yeah. And technology-wise, I think Firebase AI Logic supports all this. So basically, what you need to do is integrating Firebase AI Logic in your Flutter app. Then you can actually implement the feature. I think it's not going to be too hard to implement. Actually, I think even AI could do it if it doesn't struggle like today.
It's Monday. It's Monday even for computers.
Yeah.
Yep. All righty. We're just about done, huh?
Well, thank you, Jhin.
Thank you very much.
Are there any more things you guys want to show, or do we want to actually end at a non-run over time?
Yeah, that would be unusual.
That would be unusual, but give people back time.
I could use it today. I've got some heavy work to do at work back. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. I'm going to, there we go, take that off. And I got my dash this time with her little brain. Just got a little AI brain there. So watch our social media, watch YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe so then you know when we have an upcoming video. We're spacing things out right now around 2 weeks. Just keep an eye on those things because things do change. And we're so glad that you all joined us. And we are going to, I'm going to get rid of the banner. We're going to say goodbye. And of course, I don't have any. Oh, here, I know what I'll do. Let's do this.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Here's a drum roll.